Welcome back to Red Dead Online. In this video, I'm going to show you the fastest way to level up your trader. I only found this out yesterday and I'm so glad I did because I was wasting money and losing out on a hell of a lot of XP at the same time. You do your pretty much your standard, you go hunting, you gather materials for crypts. Make sure when you are hunting, you bring back every animal possible. I don't think you can do large carcasses just because you can't pick them up and stow them on your horse. And even if you had the hunting wagon, you can't pick them up anyway, so you can't store them or anything like that. So medium carcasses, birds, literally anything you find, bring it back, because every separate item you sell to crypts, even bird feathers, will gain you 6 XP each time. And it doesn't seem like a lot having 6 XP, but if you bring back 20 items in one hunting run, that's 120 XP. It all adds up, and if we quickly take a look at my progress, I am currently level 5 with 280 out of 2000 XP. I didn't actually buy anything off the novice kit, but I did buy myself the medium delivery wagon. Doing these rolls has earned me so much money. I purchased the Outlaw Pass, which has brought me in a couple of treasure maps, a nice pile of 7 gold bars. But I bought the medium delivery wagon because you can take 50 goods instead of 25. The higher you level, the better equipment you get, the more money you're going to make. So it's always worth trying to level these up as much as possible. The only reason you'll see I'm level 1 on Collector is because there is currently a bug with Madame Nazar where she doesn't show up on the map. So you either have to rely on Reddit, or you have to traverse the entire map looking for where she's located, because she ups and leaves, changes her location every single day. But with Trader, the fastest way you can earn the XP is instead of paying for your supplies, you run the resupply mission. If we have a look here, I have 25 goods, I've got low materials, pretty much none, and I've run out of supplies. The production's halted because I don't have any supplies. If I wanted to, I could get this up and running in 10 minutes again, just by paying $20. But paying $20, you don't get any XP or anything like that. You literally just pay the money, go back out, do your hunting. If you start a resupply mission, you go gather supplies, it brings them back so that crypts can carry on with production, but it also gains you some materials. I've brung back a couple of wagons because the missions, like the resupply missions, depend on where your camp is set up. I've done a couple up in Grizzlies East. I literally had to go and kill a Eastern Wild Turkey, I think they're called, take it to a trader. He says, thank you for bringing this to me, take my wagon. You bring the wagon back to crypts, it completes the mission. You get 625 XP for the roll from doing one of these missions, and bringing a wagon back was giving me 20 materials at a time. So we're actually going to do one in this video just so that I can show you guys exactly how it works. These missions are fairly simple, and I would like to add that it's actually 500 XP. The only reason I'm getting 625 is because of the Outlaw Pass. So apologies for that, but as well as doing this, if you are playing in a posse, I was playing in a posse recently, I'm actually level 9, nearly level 10 in trading now. When you are doing the resupply mission as part of a posse, if there is 4 of you like there was us, you'll have 4 bags to go and collect. When you return these, you get that same amount of XP for each of the bags. So my posse members without the Outlaw Pass were getting 2000 XP for one resupply mission. That is an entire level into your trading. And with the Outlaw Pass, because of the 25% roll XP boost, I was getting 2500 per resupply mission. It's insane. And then also, when you go and sell these goods with one of your friends, you'll get a decent amount of XP as well. For one of the sales, I got like 780 XP, but you also get half the money they make. So if they're making $150 from a sale, you'll get 75. And it works like that every single time. So if you've got a posse, a big group of 7 players, so you go and do the resupply missions, then you go and do the sales, you do the first person sale, you make the XP and the money from that, then you do everyone else's sales, it's going to accumulate into a big load of money and XP. Then you'll be getting the levels, hunting wagon, large delivery wagon. It's going to progress, you'll end up rich. I have to go to the broken down wagon. This one is going to be a few enemies guarding it, and I'm not actually going to get a wagon because it broke down. I instead am going to get myself a supply bag. It should be 5 or 10 materials, not entirely sure. The best animal you can go for when you are trading in terms of materials, so it's not going to level you up any faster, because each of the items you take are still 6 XP, but you get 10 materials if you can take back a 3-star whitetail buck. Deer is 7 materials, 10 is for a buck, and that is much better than the mini gators I was doing when I started doing these rolls, just because a mini gator is 6.5. So when you're setting up your camp, if you're down in the bayou or anywhere else in the game world, simply switch it over to Heartlands, and you should be somewhere relatively close to Emerald Station and Emerald Ranch. From there you can go and you can get yourself a lot of deer. There's buck around the area. There's birds flying around, squirrels, foxes, coyotes. There's loads of different animals you can find. And Heartlands or the Bayou is where I've been having my camp set up, and the production's insane. Each of your goods will generate every 2 minutes. So if you're doing a 25, if you still got the basic wagon, and you're doing 25, it's going to take 50 minutes for it to resupply. Also a quick note as well, I forgot to mention, if you are doing bounty hunting, make sure you loot the enemies. These ones don't matter too much, I'm going to loot them regardless. But when you're out bounty hunting, I don't know if it's a bug or anything, but I've picked up animal pelts off bounty hunting enemies. So I lasso the targets so that they're locked up, loot all the enemies, and I found a lot of stuff. Gun oils, which will save you money. I found collectibles off them as well for the collector role. And also animal pelts. But it only seems to be... Actually, no, there's a few different things I've done. And I've had the same... Is there not another one to loot? Yeah, there is. There's a few different missions I've been doing. Not the enemy, I want the supplies. And I've got collectibles and stuff. But the animal pelts come from a bounty hunting set of enemies. So we're going to grab the bag. We're going to replace that on our horse. Please let me drag it back. Is it going to work with the reinforced? It is. Let's go. That's cheeky. There's another 7 supplies. That's actually worked. Remove the bag. Drop it off in camp. Mission done.
Well done.
Pay attention when we come out. 625 trader XP, 500 personal XP, 5 units for a supply bag. But if we go to the butcher's table and we take a look, you can see the materials are still fairly low. But I do have the medium wagon, which I'm going to wait for. When that's full up to 50, I'm going to do a medium run. But make sure you don't waste the $20, because you don't have to pay for a resupply mission. You gain XP, and you get materials on top of that, so it's less hunting time as well. But that is the fastest way I've found so far to level up within the trader role on Red Dead Online. So that's going to do it for the video. Let me know your thoughts and stuff in the comments. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for watching.